Hey guys, it's Camus here broadcasting live from the penthouse suite of the Camus building here in Silver Spring, Maryland. And this was the position. This is from Troitsky, 1935, that we left you with at the end of the last Chess Beauty. It's white to play and win. Okay, take a look at it if you haven't seen it before. All right. So anyway, as you can see, white has these two dangerous pass pawns here. And black has certainly got to worry about that, as this king is in a bit of a box now. And white looks like he's doing very well, except for the problem here with these squares here. The pawn seems like it's going to queen no matter what, and this could be an issue. So what is the solution? Well, it's knight to c3. Got to get the knight out of the way, save our pieces. We're just going to let that pawn queen. Now, in this position, black could try king to e8, trying to get out of this mating box that he's in. But as you can probably guess, it doesn't really work out so well. King to e8, knight takes e2, e to d3, knight to c3, bishop c6, king to a5. And black simply cannot stop both these pawns. He'd have to play bishop to d5 to eye both of the queening squares, and then of course the knight can just take on d5, and then one of the pawns is going to mate. So this doesn't work out. So instead, after knight to c3, black's best chance to hold is to queen. And now we play g7. And with a threat of mate on the spot. So black only has one move. That's queen to g1. And now the other pawn threatens to queen. So what to do? So e takes d3. And now the bishop on h1 controls the queening square on a8. And the queen controls the queening square on g8. So what does white do in this position? All right, what white does is play a Novotny move. A Novotny, you ask? Well, if you're familiar with problems, Novotny is a favorite theme of composers. What that is, it's related to the Grimshaw. A Grimshaw is where a black piece interferes with another black piece. And Novotny is closely related. And Novotny is where a white piece is captured, causing a Grimshaw. So you could probably already have guessed the move is bishop to g2. Beautiful interference, because if we play queen takes g2, then one pawn will queen. Queen takes a8, but the other pawn will checkmate. Similarly, after bishop to g2, if bishop takes g2, this interferes with the king's control, of the queen's control of h8, and we checkmate here too. So I've always been a fan of these Novotny Grimshaw moves. The very first problem I ever created was probably a shabby imitation of the Sam Lloyd American Indian, which features, I believe it's the organ pipes, which is a double Grimshaw, or maybe it's a double Novotny. I think it's double Grimshaw, as I recall. Anyway, who cares? So bishop to g2. So black's best chance here is to try and harass the king. So he plays queen to d4 check, king to b5, queen to b4 check, king to a6, queen to c4 check, king to b6, and now the bishop can take the other bishop on g2. And it seems like black has solved his problems, because the queen is once again controlling the queening square on g8, and the bishop is again patrolling the queening square on a8. However, here we have our double Novotny, knight to d5, with another exquisite interference. If queen takes d5, then we're blocking the bishop's interference. A8 queen. Queen takes A8. And of course, that leads to checkmate. So after knight to D5, the only other try is bishop to D5. But this interferes with the queen. So we get queen, bishop takes G8, and the other pawn queens and mates. Beautiful double interference in that one. Hope you enjoyed that. I know I did. So let's look ahead to our next position, the Steve Farmer portion of our show. And yes, we'll save that. Yes. Okay, and here is the problem. This is actually, it's not an endgame study so much as it is a chess problem. So here is the stipulation. White to mate in 10. It's actually, once you get the general idea of it, it's fairly straightforward. So don't let the mate in 10 scare you so much. But getting that initial idea will be the tricky part. Well, good luck, and we'll see you on the next show. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.